Einen wunderschönen guten Tag und herzlich willkommen. Ja, in diesem kleinen Video haben wir ein paar Fragen von euch zugeschickt bekommen, die werden wir jetzt beantworten und das seht ihr gleich. Ja, nochmal einen wunderschönen guten Tag. Wir haben heute Maria dabei and this video will be in English, so I'm sorry for all the ones that expected a German, but because of her she doesn't know German, or at least you know some words.
Well, not that much.
And we got some questions in from you and we will read them now, or I will read them, and we will both answer to them. Yeah, that's the plan. So, how did you get to the ESC? Well, for me, I was like, I finished my school and I did not know what to do. So I went to my youth organization and asked, okay, what can I do now? And I said like, hey, look, we have these possibilities. One of the possibilities was the ESC and it sounded cool. And I was like, okay, let's look what it is. And and 2.5 weeks later, I had my position here in the radio club.
Well, for me, it was like, first I finished journalism, then I applied for art history and art criticism, and I was studying and I was working. It was like a very hard year for me, and like after I finished my university, I was super tired because I was working and I just really needed to go somewhere else, like to try something new, you know, like new experience, and I wanted so much to travel. So like ESC, like previous EVS, was like perfect opportunity for me, and I had a lot of friends like who were like telling me every day, like they're like, Maria, you should try it, it's amazing, you should try it. And I was like all the time, okay, I will one day. And then I like
and now you did it.
I understood exactly the right moment in my life, and I wanted like you know, changes, like radical changes in my life.
And then she met me.
Well, that's not the best part of EVS.
Okay. Why you came to the ESC? Well, for me it was, as I said, I finished school, I graduated school, I did not know what to do. And then it was like, okay, this is the best opportunity to come out of my comfort zone, to come away from home and to get a completely new experience.
Well, it's the same answer, I should like say, because
to get
like,
a complete new experience.
Yeah, complete new experience. Okay, so yeah, basically the same answer. Like
okay.
As I said in the first, like the same.
So, next question. How did you get the information about the ESC? Well, for me, as I said, it was quite easy. We have a big youth organization in my province. I contacted them, the AHA logo, and yeah, they give me all the possible information about it.
Well, for me it was friends, as I said. Like first friends and social media. Like my friends gave me the contacts of sending organization that she went. She said write her and talk with her, and she might be like, it might be useful. And I wrote that sending organization, and the girl was very nice and very super kind, and she started to give me like send me some info packs, you know, like she knew in what topics I'm interested, like she knew what I like and all that stuff, and yeah.
Okay. And for all of you who are looking for a project, I will put a link with all sending organizations in the description. You just look at the left side of the screen, you choose your country, and then you look for the nearest sending organization of your hometown and contact them. Did you knew from the beginning on that Lithuania is your country?
Well, no.
No?
Definitely no.
For me also no.
Well, I wasn't concentrated on the country. I was more searching for the projects, and I wasn't thinking like what. Well, I didn't care that much. Well, I thought, I don't know. Well, of course I was reading, and of course I have some basic information about like countries and cultures, but it can always be not true. So you can like think about like, I don't know, it's your like dream country, you know, like Spain, for example. Oh, I want to go to Spain.
I will go to Spain,
but it can be like completely different.
And you can come in the smallest village, far away from everybody, and nobody will understand you, and then you have like, no,
Yeah,
not it.
I wasn't thinking about like some fancy places or like fancy countries, you know, like there are people like who like I had friends who like, no, I need to go to Italy. No, nothing more, only Italy. And but you know, there is a communication thing also. For example, in Italy, as far as I know, like they are not speaking English, for example, as much as our Italian friend told me, and my friends who did, for example. Well, not everywhere, in some parts. So for me, like here in Lithuania, the thing that I like, I mean, I can communicate mostly.
And if it's not in English, then you communicate in Russian.
Well, yeah, at least with older people.
Yeah. For me, it was actually quite easy because I said, I live in Austria, I live in the middle of Europe, basically. I said, like, no German-speaking, no Dutch-speaking country because I know those languages. I want to have something new. So, like, the bigger countries are already away. And then I was looking for the project. I preferred the north instead of the south. That's also a thing. So I would rather take, like, when they're the same, I would rather take the north than the south.
Mm-hmm.
Or, that was also a big thing, it's in the south and at the sea. I would definitely prefer that.
Well, you
one.
have sea now.
Yeah, 2 hours away, but still, it's better than nothing. So those were like my criteria, and then I looked for the project. Because there was also already a project in German, but I would still speak German again, and I would definitely not improve my English. What I need to say, I did that a lot during the stay. Next question. Were you nervous before the ESC?
A lot.
A lot?
Very nervous.
You want to tell the story, what happened because you're nervous?
Well, yeah, I can. It's kind of embarrassing. But I can't. Well, first I will start that I was super nervous. Like, that 3 months I was preparing, I was like so panicked. Like, I was like talking all the time with my friends. I even was depressed one point. Like, I don't know why.
Like,
I was
that you
depressed.
believe Armenia or why?
I don't know.
Okay.
From my panic, like I was depressed, but I was also extremely excited, you know, like that two feelings in me.
It's going.
Yeah, like excitement and like that fear.
Mm-hmm.
I had fear, so like what it be, how it will be, what if I will not meet people that are like, you know, my kind, what if I will not have friends, what if I will be, it's not about, what if I will be alone, what if I'm not, a lot of questions, and well, I knew that I'm flying on 30 August, and I already had tickets, like organization bought, and I was like, I knew, okay, 31st of August I'm flying, and everybody knew, like, when you are flying all the time. And so I had party at my place, like last day kind of thing, and I went to my parents, then I took a taxi and I was coming home, and on the way I was speaking with my coordinator Sonata, and
first of all with me, because I was asking like, are you in the bus? And
yeah,
they're like, no, you arrive tomorrow.
Yeah, I said,
and I was like, okay,
tomorrow.
she will arrive one day later.
And Sonata wrote me, so where are you? And I was like, I'm preparing, I'm so excited. And she was like, what? You are not in Riga? And I was like, what Riga? What
because I wrote to Sonata, she wrote like, yeah, Maria and Sabina will come soon. I was like, Maria said she will arrive tomorrow.
And in that moment, I realized that I misunderstood dates. Well, it turned out that it was 31st, a.m. I misunderstood a.m. and p.m. So I felt so fucking guilty, so fucking stupid. And I started to cry like in the car, and like.
But she came one day later.
Well, yeah. Is it interesting? Should I continue?
Well,
it's
okay.
Okay, it's taking long. Okay, I'll be short. Like I went home and they were my friends, and like they were like, you know, with like celebrating, and I'm opening the door with tears. They're like, what happened? And I'm like, I can't, I will not go, I think, because I don't have blah blah blah. Then I contacted my sending and also Sonata, and they said, okay, you just need to buy a ticket. So I bought a ticket and came like one day late. But I managed.
But she came.
But yeah.
She missed the tour around Chalet, but she came. Now let's come to me. Well, not really nervous, I would say. I had more the thing like at the airport when I said bye to my parents and so on. It was like, yeah, I'm going. And it was like, I could not realize it that I'm going. In Austria, I was like the whole time like, yeah, let's go. I will go. Oh my God, amazing experience, new things, blah, blah, blah. It was just like the whole time. I was not actually sad about going, as horrible as it sounds. But no, I was very motivated about it. And then, as I said, like, also the first week, it was like, I can still not realize that I'm here.
Yeah,
and I will not
first
see
week
my
was also
parents
like
for the next
that.
10 months like that, because I was living with my parents the whole
Yeah.
time. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was that for me it was harder. I don't know why. Like that goodbyes with friends. I don't know, with my cat. Like
Your cat.
my cat.
Next question. What was your first impression? Well, who has the better story?
You start.
Okay. I was in a plane from Amsterdam to Riga. And in that plane I sat next to a woman that's from Riga. And officially from Finland, but she moved to Riga. And she was like, oh, you don't see the Soviet times anymore. They reconstructed everything. It's beautiful and so on. In Riga, yes. That's when we traveled then. But when I came out of the plane and I waited for the bus, went into the bus, some roads construction, and like 1 hour of those bus drives were like, and I was like,
Okay.
where am I going? And then we drove through such beautiful Russian, like those concrete jungles with Russian building after Russian building after Russian building after Russian building.
Let's say Soviet.
Or Soviet building, sorry. Still, they are still in Russia also. But I think you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, you don't see Soviet anymore.
Well,
no,
yeah, it's
no.
kind of depressive. Yeah, of
Oh,
course,
yeah.
it's like
Everything is grey.
Heritage and history, like it can go so fast. Like it needs time.
I'm just waiting for UNESCO to put all those building on the world's.
Well, for me, like it's more. I'm kind of used to that because Armenia was also under the Soviet, so like that post-Sovietic vibe is also in. Well, not that much in capital, but like in other small cities and like everywhere, you can still feel
Soviet building, Soviet building, Soviet building, Soviet building.
Mentality sometimes. So.
Okay. But what was your first impression about Lithuania?
Well, first impression is like after all that stress I went through, like I came to Šiauliai, and my first impression is Sonata, like waiting me with the car, and like I don't know why I remember her face, like so, like I don't know, that moment was kind of
finally I'm here, something
yeah,
like that.
relief, like when I saw her, like I felt kind of safe. I don't know, like after all that crazy things that I went through, like so first impression is Sonata at the bus station taking me by car to home.
Do you still have contacts to your friends at home?
Oh, of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Yes, me too. I still have contact with my best two friends in Austria. As a contact as a stranger to Lithuanians. I wanted to say, like, we often get the questions how we like Lithuanians, because there is that prejudgment that Lithuanians are cold and not nice and so on. And we got that a lot in the classes, and we said we only met nice or drunken Lithuanians. Those two Lithuanians there were, we have not met others.
Yeah, well, I for me, like, like people are nice, really nice and friendly.
Well, I need to say it's maybe sometimes a bit hard to get like into friend zone with some, like that you meet regularly.
Yeah, friend zone maybe, but
Or at least we have that thing with the students here in school. We are not that close with the students.
yeah,
So
maybe, but it can be from.
are you close with the students that you have friends from school?
No, I don't have friends.
I
from
mean,
school.
I have two contacts of school where I'm writing more with, but
Yeah, no, I don't have friends. Like maybe it's because of age, or maybe it's because of I don't know why.
but that 1.5 years younger than me.
Well, yeah, in your case.
So with
Well,
you, okay, but
Yeah,
You're
well, I
old.
don't know. Yeah, thanks, Dave. You're ageist.
I'm an ageist. How do you like your flatmates? You're
Oh,
horrible.
oh my god. I hate. I don't know why.
She hates me a
I don't
lot.
know why me, God. I like every night that I'm like sleeping, I'm praying to God, like I'm asking him, like why? Like what I done in my life like wrong, so I should leave with you. Like, yeah.
And I'm very empathetic about it, and I'm killing her.
So we're basically like hating and killing each other every day.
We had that once. Do you remember the German word for that?
Oh, German word?
Yes.
That I told you?
No, I told you.
That I cursed you in German?
No? Like kind of Hassliebe thing. And we're like, what? It's a word. You remember? It's like kind of that thing. Like with our flat, we're like, oh, kind of Hassliebe.
Yeah, okay.
What's the most craziest that happened to you until now?
Well, crazy in Shaolei. Okay, let me think. Maybe to hitchhike to Hill of Crosses on the like extremely horrible weather. Maybe that, I think that was crazy. And also swimming in the lake after sauna, maybe kind of crazy, but no.
That was crazy because that lake was fucking cold.
Yeah, we went to sauna and like after that we went to lake and it was night and it was cold. Well, once I was stuck in them, like when I was in Berlin, like I was stuck in, I think I forgot to tell you that story. Like it was the night before like New Year, you know, and we wanted to go to the center to celebrate, and it was almost 12. So we are in the metro and should I say metro? Like,
It's okay.
Okay, and like we were in metro, and then like it stopped, and the lights were off, and like we were me and my friend and two girls that I didn't know, and that man went, and the doors were closed, and we were like, opening, free us, and then he came, and like it turned out that they told in German that it's the last station, you should leave. It's only in German. And that two girls were from France. So we were like, okay, Berlin. I mean, so you're so international fucking city. Like, you should have English.
But you're the only two left in those metro.
4.
Yeah, four, sorry.
Yeah, because the metro map was very complicated for me, and we were like, I knew that we should change it, but I forgot like when, and yeah, like, and there was like, I thought we will celebrate New Year in
the metro, shooting your rockets in the metro. Who's cooking at home?
No, you're cooking. Okay,
a lot.
You are okay. He's cooking a lot. Well, last month or 3 months, I wasn't cooking that much. I was lazy, but
we should maybe say in our flat we buy the food on our own, so we often cook also separate from each other.
Yeah, it depends. We sometimes cook, like for example yesterday.
Like Kirschspätzle we made yesterday.
Yeah, and it was so much that we ate and didn't bring to school.
Even today.
Yeah, we're still eating it. So yeah, it depends, but mostly like I will cook on my own, and I will do shopping on my own. Well, first we were doing all together, but then we decided because we like all want like different things, and it's hard to always.
You had homesick.
Well, kind of yes and kind of no. I don't know. It's really hard to answer. Like I miss kind of my friends, but I also, when I think that if I have opportunity to go there now or something like that, I think I'm not that homesick at this moment. I think I might be later.
I would say no for me. I had a kind of homesickness at one point, like, okay, I could do so much amazing things right now, and I have so much crazy ideas what I wanted to do in Vorarlberg, so it's like, more like, I want already to go back to do those things. And like kind of I would like to see my family again. It's not that I'm like so missing them that I need to go home, but it's like after 5 months now it would be cool to see your mom, dad, dog, sister, grandma again. So, but it's not that I would like to stop the project. Not that
too.
Homesick.
It's not that critical.
What have you learned so far in Lithuania?
In Lithuania?
Yes.
Oh, a lot. Lots of.
A lot?
A lot, definitely a lot.
I would say with Lithuania and like the ESC project, I much more self-convinced, like even more than I already was before. I'm like much more open to the challenges that you have really in your daily life that I have not experienced before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for me it was like even for public speech, you know, or like playing guitar and singing in front of the audience.
I mean that were two amazing experiences, I would say. Like,
yeah, it was kinda, I had that fear, you know, like,
because we should sing at the concert. You saw it. I knew that we would sing, and I had learned that song. Egal, es wird gut. Also sowieso von Mark Foster. And you learned any Armenian?
yeah,
Maybe
Armenian
you say the name.
traditional lullaby.
Lullaby. Okay. And we were first in that group, and there were how many students? Like
A lot.
30, 40 students in that group, you know. And then it was like, oh, singing in front of 40 students. I did that, no problem, because I did that already here in school the first time. And then they started to row the chairs, and there came more chairs and more chairs and more chairs.
Yeah.
And then there started to come in students and students and more students and more students until there were around 200 students in that thing. And I was like,
Yeah, it was.
What?
Really, yeah, I was kind of scared, like that fear.
oh
of
yeah, oh yeah.
public,
But we managed it.
yes, we did it, and
We
I
did
think,
it. We did it. We did it. Yeah.
Yes, and I think after like when we started to do like that concerts and like presentation and all that stuff, I lost my fear of public speech.
Well, I need to say I'm still a bit like I'm respectful when I'm talking in front of
Well, of
200
course,
people.
I'm
It's like,
also, but I'm not, you
Okay.
know, like that kind of nervous.
I know that I can do it now. Like,
Yeah.
I'm able to do it, but it's still like, oh God, 200 persons in front of me and I should speak. But
Yeah, but I
will
think
have
you're
that.
also
I will have
more
that soon
calm.
again.
Yeah,
Um,
and managing your shopping or all that stuff.
Oh yeah, I remember the 2 times the one time where we had those 2 bags full, completely heavy. And we're like, why did we buy so much stuff? It's so
15
heavy.
kilos.
And we needed to walk like 1.5, 2 kilometers or something like that. So
Stupido.
next question: how do you like the project, or like how is the project for you?
Well,
Amazing.
Amazing. Amazing.
Amazing.
Well, I like
Amazing.
it. I like it.
Woo.
I like it. I like it.
I like it. Like
Why
that.
I like it? Because I like freedom in my project. No, oh my God, I hate it. And I like that I'm free to choose my topics that I'm interested in, I like, and they're important to me to talk about them. And I like that freedom.
Oh yeah, definitely. I would say for me it could be a bit more stricter. Like, okay, you need to make a topic, choose from this list until that day. Then I'm very productive. So sometimes it's like, oh, I don't want to work on it, and I need to find my motivation. But then I'm also having these videos and other videos for Roman and photography and so on, or like helping students. So that's very various. But I really like the project, and I can recommend it to you all. The appliance for the project is also open, so if you're interested, you can apply to the Radio Clubbers.
Yeah,
I will put
come to Radio
Sonata's
Club.
link about the ESC under in the project. Apply if you want.
Yeah, if you're interested in, like, I don't know, journalism.
We amazing volunteers will not be there anymore, but
Unfortunately.
you will be the next volunteers, and maybe you're more amazing than we. I don't believe so, but maybe,
Well,
maybe.
surely more amazing
So
than you.
we actually also already answered the next question. Do you regret it?
No, of course.
No. No.
Well, I would love to live with someone else, but that's the only
Thank
minus
you.
of this project.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you already know what you're going to do when you're back in Austria, when you're back in Armenia?
Well, that's a good question, and no, and that's the problem because I need to think about it, and I know a lot of from my other friends. So you need to know exactly what you're gonna do when you go back, because if no, you can be like you can. Be
I would
depressed.
say you don't need to know exactly. Like for me, I have a kind of plan already what I wanted to do, but I don't know the way to there.
Yeah.
And I found out some projects that I'm doing here, or like organizations that they also have in Vorarlberg in Austria. And I said like, okay, I will do that also in Vorarlberg. So I have like 3 projects that I'm going to do in Vorarlberg, or what I'm thinking of, or what I'm going to work with. And I have like that goal, but I have not the route to it. So
Yeah.
I also know volunteers that said, okay, I have a 1 month plan when I'm back, but then I will see. And I think that's also okay for that.
Yeah, well, I was thinking, I had some like options. I was thinking about like maybe I should like I can work like in a university
work.
and help like to be like to organize or something like that. And also I was thinking like of traveling more. I don't know, like not staying in Armenia, but go
That's also
somewhere
possible.
else. Like I was
You
thinking
can come to
about.
Austria.
Well, I was thinking about China, but after like this
After
days,
Corona?
I changed my mind. And well, yeah, there are a lot of options, like, and maybe like studying again or not
Maybe.
studying.
I mean,
apply somewhere.
we will see that later, and I will always search your profile and stalk you.
Oh my God, no, please. Well,
So-
okay.
I would say that's it for this video. If you have more questions, put them down in the comments. This is again Maria, and very hateful flatmate.
Amazing.
I'm the amazing Dave.
Amazing
No.
me.
No, if you like the video, thumbs up. Write down in the comments if you have more sections. Don't forget to press the subscribe button, and we'll see us on Friday at 13 o'clock in Middle European time. And bye.
Cheers.
What the?
Yeah.
Be more motivated.
Well, I'm motivated.
You're motivated.
Yeah, I'm very.
You're
motivated.
very motivated.
I'm just like more calm person.
That's
like
true.
not. Yeah.
So
I-
motivated.
if-
But don't speak too silent because the camera will not.
Okay.
Rather looking.
And
Don't
yeah.
be so afraid of me.
Well,
You're
I
out of the camp.
Oh my God, I should. I'm afraid.
Next question.